Andrew Hassman here from Remax. Thanks again for watching our YouTube videos. Hey, if you like our videos, we'd love you to press subscribe, press the like button. That way more people can actually enjoy the videos. So today's topic is based on a question that I get all the time from clients. They own an investment property. It could be a single family house. It could be a condo, townhouse. Property is currently rented and they come to me and say, Andrew, we want to sell our investment property. It's presently rented. Should we sell it while the tenant's in place, or should we have it and sell it vacant once the tenant moves out? So a couple of things that come into question are, number one, is the tenancy a fixed term? Is it month to month? If it's a month to month, then you cannot get vacant possession unless the tenant gives you notice they're going to move out. And of course, the only other way to get vacant possession is probably totally inconvenient, and that would be where you're going to move a relative into the property, and then you got to give them 2 full months notice, or where you're going to be making substantial renovations to the property that require permits, and that's the only other way you can get them out. So really, this is more relevant when you own a property that is on a fixed term, where you can actually tell the tenants you're not renewing the lease on a certain date, or where the tenants have given you notice and then you just want to know if you should sell it while the tenant's still there, or you're selling it once the tenants have vacated. So a couple of things. What makes a property more saleable and will help sell the property for the most money is accessibility. How accessible is the property going to be? Obviously, if it's vacant, it's very accessible. If it's tenanted, then we're working around the tenant schedules, and typically tenanted properties are not as accessible, and so that becomes a bit of an issue. That's number one. Number two, and the other big issue is, of course, is how the property shows. If the property is tenanted, it may show beautifully and may show well, but in many cases they do not. The tenants bring in their own furniture. It may be missized. The home may be cluttered. The tenants may not be the best housekeepers. If it's a house or a townhouse, maybe they haven't kept up the garden or the patio area, so it doesn't show as well. And so that's, of course, a big issue. Versus vacant, then you've got total control and you can do what you want with it before you put it on the market. So these are some sort of common issues that pop up, and I explain to my clients, and we go over the issue number one: what's the lease in place? Is there a lease? How accessible is it going to be? And then how does it show inside? So obviously, if the tenants have given notice and they're going to move out, I'll say to my clients, look, let me go have a look at the place. Let's see what it looks like, because maybe the tenants have it beautifully furnished. Maybe they're super cooperative, and that way you can get the property on the market right away and potentially make a sale and avoid having the property sit vacant and lose rental income. So I usually suggest we go in, take a look at the property first, and then decide, is it going to be worthwhile selling it vacant or selling it tenanted? And that is the big issue at play. So we'll get possession first. We take a look at it. Many cases, the property, as I said, if it's tenanted, doesn't show that well. And in that case, I'll suggest to my clients, let's get the property vacated, and then at that point, a good cleanup, and then decide maybe we want to do some professional staging and then put it on the market. And 99 times out of 100, the property is going to sell for much more money once it's vacated and staged versus trying to sell it vacant. And of course, again, if we go into the property and it shows beautifully and the tenants are going to be super cooperative and let us show the property, maybe let us hold the odd open house, then maybe we're going to sell it with a tenant in place. Avoid having a vacant property and avoid having you lose rental income and having it sit empty. So these are some questions that pop up. If you have any topics that you'd like us to discuss, reach out anytime, let us know. This is one that comes up all the time, so we thought we'd put this on a video this morning. Again, selling a property that is an investment property that's rented. Do we sell it vacant, or do we sell it with a tenant in place? And again, a lot of it comes down to how it shows, how accessible the property is going to be. And the last thing is, when can vacant possession be had? So the more restrictive the possession time, it's going to eliminate people out of the marketplace. So again, vacant, not an issue. Someone can close on the property within 2 weeks and move in quickly. If it's tenanted, it could be a longer period that the vacant possession will take place, and that may eliminate some buyers in the process. So again, that sort of covers the basics. If you have any questions about this video and want to have us talk about some other topics, reach out anytime. Andrew Hassman from Remax. Look forward to chatting soon.